Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be talking about the Cerritos Complete Promise program at Cerritos College and how you can get 2 years free. My name is Raquel Lizarraga, and I'm the coordinator of educational partnerships and programs. And I'm also joined today by
Dr. Clara Ross Jones, and I'm the lead counselor for the Cerritos Complete program.
So first, we're going to talk about the reasons to attend Cerritos College. We know you have so many options, but we wanted to highlight what makes Cerritos College and our program special. For Cerritos College, our Cerritos Complete Promise program has been nationally recognized for accelerating student success. We are also a college that offers a lower cost to attend and many flexible class schedules. The majority of our students are coming to Cerritos College and then transferring to a four-year college or university. We have also been ranked in the top 100 for two-year colleges with the highest alumni salaries. And we have over 200 degrees and programs for you to choose from. If you're the first in your family to go to college, that's not a problem. We have over 55% of our students that are first-gen students, and we offer so much support to help you and your family as you come to college. And our program also has a 92% admissions rate to UCLA through our Scholars Honors program. And the majority of the students that are participating in Scholars Honors are actually Cerritos Complete Promise program students as well. Our college has been nationally ranked with the 7th highest Latino enrollment, and we also have new fully online degree and certificate programs. So those are just several reasons why we think attending Cerritos College would be a great option for you. About Cerritos Complete, we are a California College Promise program. And like I mentioned earlier, we have been nationally recognized for accelerating student success. So the students that are participating in our program are completing more units than other students. They are retaining from fall to spring, from year to year. We are also having these students are also completing their math and English transfer level classes at a much faster rate compared to traditional students. This program also is very focused on the students' pledge to complete their degrees and certificates in a timely manner. And we are offering this program for 2 years as long as students are meeting the requirements. This program is currently available to graduating high school seniors, or adults that are completing the equivalency in our partner districts. Now, this slide shows our eligible partner districts. So we are available for students in ABC USD, Bellflower, Compton, Downey, Linwood, Norwalk La Mirada, and Paramount. We also accept students from the adult school at Cerritos College, as well as Field of Dream Charter School and 3 private schools. And at the top, you'll see you must be a graduating high school senior or an adult completing high school equivalency during August 2022 to July 2023. And our full list of schools can also be seen on our website as well.
There are so many benefits to joining the Cerritos Complete program, as we offer complete wraparound services through our Student Services Division. And so, of course, 2 years free tuition. We would love for you to participate in that with our in-state rates. 2 years of early enrollment, early access to those core classes that you need to complete your certificate, that associate or transfer requirement, step-by-step assistance that helps to prepare you for college as you begin to make that transition into a new collegiate environment, talking to you about not only the classes that you need, your academic experience, exploring majors, career exploration, but making sure you're also connecting yourself to clubs and activities outside of the classroom. And at the end of it, making sure you have a personalized experience with an educational plan that provides you step by step each semester of what you need to complete your specific goal.
So we do have a set of requirements for you to meet in order to join the program. So we are calling them our 6 eligibility steps. The first step for all students that want to participate is that they need to submit a Cerritos College summer application. Once you have this application, you'll be receiving your Cerritos College student ID number, and you could follow with the next 5 steps. So for step 1, 2, and 3, they are all available starting October 1st, so you can get started on these steps right away. The first step will be due by February 28th, so make sure you apply to summer semester. Once you have your student ID number, you can submit step 2, which is submitting a online form. It's called the Cerritos Complete Promise Program Interest Form. And this is how we know that you want to participate in the program. So make sure you fill out that form as soon as possible. It is due by March 2nd. And once it is March 2nd, we close the form and you cannot join late. So we really need you to submit this form by then. And even if you're not sure if you're going to college or if you're going to Cerritos, we highly encourage that you submit it just to have that option available in case you do decide to come to Cerritos College. Next step is for all students, and it is that they need to submit a FAFSA or DREAM Act application to Cerritos College for 2023-2024. Now, we need to make sure that you're submitting it to Cerritos College because if it wasn't a school that you chose, we'll never receive your application. So really make sure that when you submit your application, it's to Cerritos College. This also opens October 1st and is due March 2nd. Now, some students might have to submit additional documentation. Just make sure that that is submitted to our financial aid department by April 30th. Step 4, you will be able to complete once you have a student ID number as well, and you'll be asked to complete 2 online forms. It's the SRT, and it will be one for math and one for English or ESL placement. You do this in your My Cerritos account, and once you complete these 2 online forms, you'll receive your placement for your math class and your English or ESL class. And this is due by March 31st. Step 5, students need to complete the online Falcon Edge orientation. This is also available in your My Cerritos account, and we encourage that you start this in November and that you finish it by April 1st. And there's a second part, which is to attend an orientation workshop. We'll be having signups later in February, so just make sure you sign up for one of these workshops during February through May. And your final step is that you'll be using your My Cerritos account to enroll in summer classes and your mandatory fall classes. Now you need to complete steps 1 through 5 in order to do this, and we are providing you that early enrollment for fall semester, which means you get to enroll earlier than hundreds of students at the college, and you will be able to get the classes that you need at the best times available. So we highly encourage you to use your early enrollment for fall. We do also have a deadline for this requirement, which is the 1st of July, because we want to make sure that you have all the classes you need in order to take all the classes at Cerritos College and graduate or transfer out in time. Now you'll see most students do take summer semester at Cerritos College and they enroll in a Counseling 101B class for summer 2023. And you could check for our latest updates on our website, which is listed at the bottom. And so once you have these 6 steps completed, you'll be accepted into the program. But we also have requirements for when you are participating in your freshman year. So all students must enroll and successfully pass that Counseling 101B or Counseling 200 class. You have the opportunity to take it in the summer before or in the fall semester, but all students need to successfully pass that class and complete their CSEP requirements. Students must also enroll and successfully pass a math class in the fall semester, as well as an English or ESL class. Students will need to maintain a 2.0 GPA every semester. And in early October, you will also be enrolling in your spring 2024 classes. You'll also be submitting a FAFSA or DREAM Act application. Students do this every year while they're in the program. And for students to stay eligible in the program for spring, you have to meet these requirements in fall, and students must complete these requirements in spring in order to stay eligible for their second year of the program. Now for year 2, the requirements are essentially the same. The main difference is that you are required to be a full-time student, which means that you will be taking 12 units or more each semester. This is the only difference in the requirements. And we highly encourage you to be a full-time student in your freshman year, but it is not required. It is only required in your sophomore year. And once again, you need to meet these requirements in fall to stay eligible in the program for spring, and complete these in spring to successfully complete the full 2 years of the program.
So we know that as you are considering multiple options for your next educational journey, we wanted to provide a cost comparison regarding the UC, the Cal State, and the community college system. So if you can see here, we've illustrated roughly what the cost is per year for one of our UC schools, around 13,700. We've also talked about our CSU schools at 7,100. And then our community college schools, which are roughly about 1,100, 1,200 if you are a full-time student during the academic year. And so for us, through the Cerritos Complete program, we are supporting that tuition, that registration, that enrollment fee cost for you. We are taking care of that for you for those 2 years, as long as your student continues to meet the requirements each and every semester. We also cover the student health fee, which is applied every semester, as well as a small activities fee. So your out-of-pocket cost really, in terms of tuition, is very nominal, and it's looking at about $4 to $6 a year. $2 each semester, which is the standard cost that all students have to pay. And so through the Cerritos Complete program, we want to help you make that transition into the college. And we know that cost is one of the bigger concerns. And so we are covering the fees for that. Now, you will still have some out-of-pocket costs in terms of books, lab fees, parking. If you have non-resident tuition fees, we are covering the in-state fees, but there may be some additional monies due, but we're working with you through our financial aid office to make sure that we're helping with those fees and getting you acquainted with our services to provide additional support. So just some things to think about as you begin to make this transition. We will talk later in the presentation about our Remind app, but this is our text messaging system that we use, that we encourage families and students to join, so that you are getting constant updates on what's your steps in the program, what's happening next, updates once you're here. You're actively checking your emails and the college website for updates. It's found, the Cerritos Complete website is found at the bottom of the screen. So make sure you kind of bookmark that and constantly check back for updates. And once you actually start college, we're talking to you about the actual college experience. So how are you engaging and participating in the class discussion? How are you utilizing the resources that are available on campus for free? So everything from our library and our tutoring center, our Falcon Nest that helps our students with basic needs of housing and food, financial support through our financial aid office, if we need some additional support through our admissions team. So those wraparound services come with the program, and of course, counseling support. So we're talking to you about connecting with your faculty members, going to their office hours, which they call student hours, and making sure that if there's a concept that it's unclear, or if you just want to follow up on a discussion or class lecture, we're already having those discussions early on in your academic career. We're giving you ideas about time management, right? How will you lay out your course schedule? What are some examples of a balanced schedule as a new student? Am I full-time? Am I part-time? So we're discussing those, and we're incorporating your other responsibilities. So, oh, you have to work, or you have to do family commitments. That happens to many of our students. And so we want to make sure that you have a nice balance with your academic courses and all your other commitments, and making sure that we set up realistic expectations as to the coursework that you will be handling, as we want you to be successful and get those A's, B's, and C's, right? What's our studying time looking like? Outside of class, are you going to the library? Are you going to our Success Center? Where are opportunities for you to study in groups and make connections with your fellow peers? And then logistically, what about my books? Where do I get those? Do I rent them? Do I buy them? Are they in the library? So we're having discussions about that as well. And then how do I get involved, which I mentioned earlier? What are things that I can do to be active in clubs or student government or join particular programs? And so The other part of the program is just providing that wraparound support so that you can have a smooth transition into college and feel supported, especially in that first year and that second year that you're here, and that you are well aware of the resources. And so this just speaks to some of our specialized programs. So our EOP&S program, our Umoja and Puente cultural programs, our CalWorks program, our teacher track program, our link program for former and current foster youth, our athletics teams. And so we really want to get you connected to these programs. So in addition to being part of Cerritos Complete, you can also join these other programs. And as you are moving through the steps, we are introducing these programs to you so that you can begin to make connections with them by the end of the spring semester and early summer. We have our SAS office that is able to provide accommodations to our students who have a 504 plan or an IEP in high school and would like to continue those services. So we are always connecting you with Ms. Adrian, who is our Cerritos Complete representative for the SAS program, and her information is at the bottom of the screen if you want to grab a screenshot of it and send her an email and let her know that you'll be part of our new cohort and you already want to talk to her about the services that are available through the SAS Center. This outlines the steps. So as I mentioned, the IEP or 504 plan, and then meeting with someone from the SAS office and completing an application for the program so that we can make sure that the coursework that you're taking in that first year is aligned with the IEP or the 504. Our Undocu program, we have our Undocu Scholars program, which is amazing. We are an Undocu-friendly campus. So if the student is AB 540 or Undocu and is looking for that additional support, this program will connect them with the resources to provide them that. So again, another great place to grab the contact information for Miss Maria right down there at the bottom, and to already send her an email saying that you will be coming in through our new cohort and you're interested in the services, and she would touch base with you and get you connected. And in addition to moving through the steps of Cerritos Complete, you will also be working with your special populations to make sure that you're completing their requirements as well. And it just provides another piece of support for you as a new student here on our campus. And lastly, our athletics team. So, you know, we have award-winning programs, and many of our coaches are recruiting early in the process. So reaching out to them, understanding the recruitment process, what do you need to do, when are tryouts earlier in the process is what we strongly recommend. And then we have some fabulous athletic counselors that will then connect with you to make sure that the schedule that we are creating also works with your travel schedule and your workout and conditioning schedule, so that again, as a student athlete, you're feeling that support in and out of the classroom.
All right, so I know we covered a lot, so we really just wanted to highlight the first 4 steps that you can get started with this October. Number 1 step, remember you need to apply to Cerritos College for that summer semester. Even if you're not sure if you want to take that summer class, still apply for summer semester. The application will be opening October 1st, and it is due to us by February 28th. And you could get started using that link, www.cerritos.edu. And in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button that says Apply Now. Your second step, once you have your Cerritos College ID number, is to submit an interest form to our program. This is an online form that you will be able to find at our website under the Requirements tab. This form also opens October 1st, and it is due to the program March 2nd. Make sure you make note of that date, because once that deadline passes, the form closes, and we don't want you to lose out on this amazing opportunity to get 2 years free at Cerritos College. Step 3, all students need to submit a FAFSA or DREAM Act application. It must be submitted to Cerritos College, and this is required for all students regardless of your family income, okay? So even if you do not qualify, we still need to see that you submitted this application. This also opens October 1st, and it is closing March 2nd, and the 2 links are listed below. And for step 4, you can complete your SRT, which will be for math and English or ESL. This is so you can receive your math and English or ESL placement in your My Cerritos account. And these 2 online forms are available to you once you apply for summer semester. The forms will also be available once you have your student ID number, and we highly encourage you to complete this by the deadline in March. Now, if you are a student in one of these school districts or high schools, we do have a Cerritos College representative at your school weekly to help you with any of your questions about this program or Cerritos College. So we highly encourage that you contact your site bridging liaison. We have Karen at ABCUSD in St. Pius, St. Matthias. We have Madeline at Bellflower, Kat at Compton, and at Downey, we have Kat as well as Martha. In Linwood, we have Martha, and Norwalk La Mirada, Maddie. And in Paramount, we have Martha. So make sure you are connecting to your high school site bridging liaison, and they could answer any question you have about the program or Cerritos College. Another way to connect with us is to sign up for the Remind app. Clara mentioned this earlier. This is how we text students and families that are interested in the program. There's multiple ways to sign up for a Remind app. So on the right hand, you could send a text to that number and text the message at CComplete9. You guys are listed under 9 because you'll be the 9th group of students in our program. Or there's also a link you could join there as well. Make sure you get a screenshot of this, make sure you text it, and we'll only be sending important reminders, especially about the deadlines and requirements. And lastly, you can contact us via email, phone. We also are hosting weekly Zooms where we're available to students and families, and you can get a lot of our information at the website, and we'll also be putting this recorded video there as well. So if there's something that you want to go over again, make sure to watch that video on our website. But mainly we really want to thank you for spending your time joining us today for the Cerritos Complete Promise Program presentation. And we really hope we see you at Cerritos College. Thank you so much for joining us.
Go Falcons.